Good morning, 8:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As you can see, we're red. I feel good because yesterday I was able to get a bunch of people out of their swing trades before we went completely red. I showed, like, if you were in MATIC, the 20 crossing the 50 yesterday. I had an average price of $1.63.4. I was out by 159.5, 159.7 when it looked like we had no hope. The 20 crossed the 50, and once we showed that negative volume, it was time to exit, because now MATIC, if you're paying attention, should come down. As you can see, the daily time frame, we thought we were going to have a 20 crossing the 50. It pulled down, but we were on top of that action because we seen early in the day the 20 crossed the 50. I called it out early, and now you see the drop now. And just from, and yeah, I lost from $1.63, about right there. I lost from about, and this is the beauty of swing trading, if you understand. I was about right there. I sold out for about a 2% loss. Well, since I sold out, that 2% would have ballooned into 6.7%. So since I sold out, it's down 4.7%, which means I can buy 4.7% more of MATIC, and the move's not even done to the downside. So even though I had 3,222 MATIC before, I'm going to be able to buy more MATIC. And then when it gets down, I think since it broke down to here, once it breaks down, this is inevitable. We're going to come down to either here, $1.43, or we're going to come down to the proper uptrend at $1.38. So that's the plan with MATIC. So just in case anybody in here is wondering, that is why I liquidated it, and that is why I liquidated it where I did, because it seemed like we were about to start coming through. And it's on a 4-hour time frame. When the 20 crosses the 50, that's not a good sign. And now the 20's crossed the 100, which means it's going to complete this bearish divergence, which is going to inevitably drop at another 10 cents. 5 cents at the worst, down to $1.48. We came back down below the golden ratio, and we're now using that as a resistance area. So, but that's enough of that. You guys can gather what you can there. Bitcoin in the 4-hourly. We're creating the same bearish cross as MATIC did yesterday. So see the 20 crossing the 50 right here? This is very bearish. We're going to have a dump. So that's what Bitcoin's doing. MATIC did this yesterday, and I called it out right here yesterday when it did it. And then now you see how we came down, and now we're starting to cross the 100, then the 200 eventually. Bitcoin, breaking news, Bitcoin flashes a huge bearish signal. 20 crosses the 50. So this is an emergency alert. Bitcoin 20 crosses the 50. If we break this uptrend, Bitcoin will fall back within the symmetrical triangle, and we could be looking at a drop all the way down to 39,000, 39,500. So be alert. That's an extremely bearish signal. We came down below the 4-hourly on the 20-day, and we have a bearish cross because we weren't able to pull up. This is what we experienced with MATIC when I told everybody to get out. The 20 crossed the 50, and then we had that sudden drop down to $1.53 from $1.60. And then it went to 154, and then it came back up to 159.4, so people could have got out there, but then it dropped back down to 153 right after. And MATIC's going to continue to be that up and down volatile moment. Same with Bitcoin. Now that the 20 crossed the 50, we have an emergency this morning. XRP's already been doing what MATIC's doing. It's a little bit ahead, but we called this with XRP. We talked about, can it stay on 77.84? I don't think we're going to hold the 77 cents. I personally don't. With the 20 crossing that, and now it's going to have to cross to 200. We're probably going to come back down and retest this. We could even come down to 75. If this breaks, I have a prediction of 68 cents. So, and it wasn't, when people were swing trading, it wasn't that we were super bullish. We just said we have an opportunity here. First part of our swing trade went beautifully with AVE. Second part, I was down at, what, 2%, 2.2%. And now it's down twice as much as I was down. So now we work on it. We try to find the next level of attack. It's just we have a lot of bearish signals, and XRP's got to finish this bearish divergence. So it seems to me that we're going to pull down a little bit with Bitcoin. The 20 crossing the 50s, the breaking news this morning, that is a very bearish signal. And when I called it out yesterday for MATIC, it was at $1.61, and this morning MATIC's at $1.53. So put that in perspective for Bitcoin. This is just doing what MATIC did yesterday, and now MATIC's already come through the 100. So be aware, we're going to fall through this uptrend, and we're probably going to come back down to around 40K if this breaks. XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure to hit that like button.